Alright friends, we're back. This is the last episode of this series on how to beat Subnautica. And we're going to get through this. It's going to be fun. We probably will have about an hour, if that, of gameplay left. Assuming we have all the resources that we need and we don't have to double back and make another trip back into the Lost River. But I think if we've got everything, we'll be good. We'll need some ingots, a lot of ingots. So just be prepared to use a lot of titanium. That's one of the reasons why we salvaged the base last time. Let me go ahead and get loaded here. And so obviously we're at the end of the game here. And so if you've been following the other first six episodes, we're close. We're right there at the end of the game. We've cured ourselves. We don't have the disease anymore. We've saved the Sea Emperor's eggs and her spawn, and that makes for an interesting thing. And maybe I'll do some kind of Q&A stuff and FAQs kind of at the end here. But one of the things you can do is you can save your game right before you blast off in the rocket in survival mode and in freedom mode too. And you can then go back and reload that and just not leave in the rocket and go and explore. And one of the things that you'll find is you will find the Sea Emperors swimming around because they went through the portal and then they just dispersed from there. They went different places. So you will actually find them in the wild if you look around. So that's kind of a fun thing to go do. Go explore your space a little bit. Let me get the game screen up here, and we're gonna get into it. And remember, we left off right here at the sub. We're kind of close to where we need to build our thing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pin some of these just to make it easier. The blueprint for the rocket launch platform. You can see we need 2 ingots and 4 pieces of lead. And it's been a minute since we've done this, so let's see where we are materials wise. There's the 4 lead we need. I'm gonna go ahead and offload some of this other stuff that we may or may not need. So aerogel, that sort of thing. Also, it looks like we're a little bit peckish, so let's go ahead and get ourselves food and water. Fooded and watered. That's the thing. Come on. Get it. There we go. Okay, 2, 3. Oh, gonna have to eat some. Fill up our inventory. And then plant the other 4. We might not even need to eat or drink again before we're done. Or maybe once. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. All right, anyway, where are we here? Okay, there's enough titanium here to make an ingot. 10. We're going to need more, so may as well just take it all. And this one doesn't have any in it. And we probably ought to look through our stashes down here and see if we already have some ingots, because when we broke down the base down there, I would not be surprised if we stuck some in here. It's been a week? Maybe. And so I honestly cannot remember. There's a ton of titanium in there. Yeah, see, we've got ingots. So we just need the computer chip, which I left upstairs. Of course. I left it all the way down here. See, computer chip. So we're good to go to build the platform. So we're going to hop outside. And just swim on up, straight up, because if you recall, we left the platform up here somewhere. Where did we leave that thing? I hate it when it does that. I wish it would just, like, do it, but it doesn't. Alright, where did we put the blasted thing? Okay. If this ever happens to you, just go fast and shake your mouse as much as you can and try to, and also you can equip your thing here and then give it a blast. Yeah, just make sure you're equipped with it. Yeah, that fish is called a mesmer. And I didn't think we would actually come across one in the game. But a mesmer will draw you in. And, you know, it's like one of those things that kind of sucks you in. You can try to shake your mouse and get out of it. But if you can't and they get to you, they will start doing some damage to you. So it's not a good thing. You don't want to stick around there very long. Where did we put our silly thing? I knew it was a little deeper out, but I don't remember it being too far. Anybody remember where we put it? I certainly don't see it. We may have to wait till daylight. Maybe we should go take a nap real quick. Let's hop back in the thing, and at least in daylight we'll be able to see it. So let's pop inside real quick.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Now, you may be watching these back to back, and here it's been like a week for me since I played, so I'm forgetful. You'd think I'd keep notes, you know, of, oh yeah, here's where I put this. But anyway, doesn't always happen. Okay, yeah, it is light outside now, isn't it? Which is good because we need to see where we put the blasted thing. I mean, I want to say that we went out this direction toward these deeper areas and put it out here. Because remember, we needed it deeper for the Cyclops, and it's not in our inventory. Did we leave it back at the base or something? I don't see it anywhere. Well, darn it. Let's go look one more area here. I don't think it's out here, but... Nope. I don't know what we did with it. Now, in the rare instances, sometimes I've seen them get struck by a reefback and get carried off and never to be seen again. So, yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We didn't leave it in there. And there's nothing in here. So we did not put it in our starter base. And if we have to, we'll just make another one. I kind of hate that, you know, because it's going to take up some of our resources that we have. But, all right, well, let's see what we need to build it. We need lubricant. We need another one of those ingots. Power cell. Let's go up here. What do we have here? 5 titanium. Lubricant. Nothing in there. Where else did we have titanium? I know we had one in one of the downstairs lockers. Over here. Yeah. Alright, let's make another ingot. Yeah, I'm trying not to sacrifice the resources we just made for the Neptune platform. So now we should be able to make this mobile vehicle bay. And sure enough, I bet you as soon as we go launch this thing, we'll find the original one somewhere. Alright, let's slot that up. Actually, let's slot that up in 2, so that way I'm just going to go ahead and get my one out here. And I want to do this probably right up here is fine. It's a good spot for it. Okay. And now that we have everything, we'll go ahead and unpin and then build the launch platform. So this takes a little bit of time because it's a big platform. But now that this has happened, you should have, well, it may take a minute, but you'll have another blueprint appear here once this build is complete. So let's just wait a minute for that. It's just about done here. These little drones are pretty handy. That's a big loud splash. All right, so now if we go back to our thing, now the Neptune gantry blueprint appears. Now this is a funny thing. You won't need this vehicle bay anymore. We built it, and that's what happens, and there it is. All right, so now that that's done, I am going to take our Cyclops a little closer to where our back and forth trips aren't so much. And we're going to park it a little closer to the launch platform. So we'll go ahead and get a little bit. We'll kind of sidle up to that thing on one of the ladder sides. Let's go straight up and look for the platform, control platform right over here. So that's perfect. We'll kind of come over here. We'll get right up close to it. I mean, don't crash into the thing, but that's probably good right there. Shut it down. That way you're nice and close. So, all right, we need a plasteel ingot, some lubricant, and some copper wire. Well, I know we ditched some copper wire over here. The plasteel ingot will take 2 lithium and 10 titanium. So let's look through our stashes, see what we have down here. What did we put in this locker? Is there anything of consequence we might need in here? We might need the lithium or something, or the batteries, but I think we'll be fine. Let's scope out what we have here. Oh, ion battery. We'll need to make another ion power cell or just steal that out of the Cyclops. Okay, here we go. Got enough here to make an ingot, but we need 2. No, we just need 1. Never mind. We just need 1 of those. And we need some lubricant that we may have to make real quick or something. We'll find it here. All right. And I don't have any more creepvine seed here that I can see. Or lubricant. Creepvine or lubricant. So let's pop outside real quick. Swim on down to the base because, well, we've got creepvine growing there and there's plenty over there. But I've got a nice bright seed appearing right here. Up there. And we'll take that back up. Notice it has a little rocket symbol that appears in your HUD. So if you happen to be away in your Cyclops, you can find your rocket pretty quick, your rocket platform. Okay, we'll make a lubricant. And then we're ready to make our gantry. So let's pop back to the... Oops, shut the door. Shut the front door. All right, here we go. Back up here to the platform. And then head on up here and construct the... And it always plays that little silly thing every time. So now that's done, we can unpin the Neptune gantry and pin the boosters. Again, another plasteel ingot. So we're going to be plasteel ingots like crazy, right? So this will take a while. There's no rush here. Just go ahead and start gathering up your other resources. That'll take a while. So let's just go ahead and see what we've got and what we can continue to build. 9. Looks like we are 1 piece of titanium short. Oh, we have an ingot. Let's just, is it 1 plasteel and 3 nickel, 2 aerogels. I don't know if we have 2. I know we have at least 1. We may have to make a second one here. That's good. Oh, we needed a wiring kit, which I think is upstairs too. There's another lithium. Let's go ahead and make that plasteel ingot that we need. I think the rubies are upstairs too to make the aerogels, so we'll need all that. There's a ruby and there's the other aerogel, and I don't have a regular wiring. I have a an advanced wiring kit, but I don't think I have any regular wiring kits up here. We'll just grab 2 pieces of silver and head on down, and we'll make the aerogel and the wiring kit that we need. So let's do that. Aerogel. Wiring kit. Okay, we're good to go for the next phase of the rocket. So let's get back up here and we'll get the boosters built. There's that gantry over there. And by the way, you can go ahead and look at this now if you want. I mean, there'll be a rocket over here pretty soon to our left. But this is your gantry platform, and you can actually get in this and ride this right now. You don't have to wait. There won't be anything out there for you to go to, but you can ride the elevator up if you want to go see what it looks like and kind of get a bird's eye view here. But this is what the gantry looks like, and of course, now if you have a death wish this far into the game, just jump right off of there. It'll probably kill you. Anyway, just take the elevator back down. But pretty soon there will be a rocket there. Okay, there's our little thing, but I don't see the other one. I think it's gone. I think we lost it. Our little mobile vehicle platform. See, that's the one we just made, but I didn't see the other one from way up there. Okay, let's get our drones busy on the boosters. There goes that silly thing again. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to unpin that, and we're going to pin the fuel tanks. Okay? And again, remember, we gathered all these resources down in the Lost River for this purpose. We got the crystalline sulfur. We got the kyanite, and all that stuff. Now, we do need a little bit more titanium for the plasteel ingot that we have there. And that may just be something we haven't found in our junk pile in here, or that we just need to break something down. So I got a feeling that we don't have it. I mean, we could probably condense lockers and just tear a locker down. That would be enough to get the last one piece that we need. Oh, we do need 2 lithium. We don't need this bed anymore. Let's deconstruct it. There's titanium right there. So let's just do that. Go back down. And let's go ahead and make an ingot. Should have grabbed the power cells on the kyanite while I was up there. Anybody remember where we put the crystal sulfide? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go grab 4 pieces of kyanite. Did we leave a power cell in one of these? Oh, that was a battery that we were looking at, if you remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 2 power cells. So go ahead and just steal these out of here. They can be dead. They'll be fine. It won't hurt. Hold on. Were those are regular power cells. Where did we put our ion power cells? Or did we not make any? Oh, we didn't make any ion power cells. Well, aren't we smart? Well, let's just go make some real quick, because it only takes a minute. And while we're over here, pull the shield mod. While we're over here, sorry, here, pull the shield module out, because you'll need that for the rocket as well. So just take that out of the mix. All right, let's head on back downstairs, because we're going to need to make some more. Yeah. Okay. So if you remember, for an ion battery, we need ion, gold, and silver. And I think we had 1 ion battery already. Yeah, we did. Ion cube. We don't have any gold. We'll need 2 pieces of silicone rubber to marry that all together. We'll need another ion cube, another piece of silver. I don't think we have any gold, but let's check that we didn't pick any up in the prawn suit and leave it in there. Ah, we did. Perfect. So that's all we need. So let's go back downstairs and let's go ahead and make 2 ion batteries. 1. Well, we only need 1, technically, because we already had 1. So now we can make... Well, no, we need more than that, because you need 2 for every power cell. So let's just make another one. And we'll make another power cell. And then we need to make 1 more battery. So, my bad. I guess I hadn't realized that we needed... I wasn't thinking straight. Gotta go back upstairs. I just don't remember where I left everything. I mean, the gold's in here, but the silicone rubber we just picked up. Oh, we have a piece already. Okay, never mind. That should be enough. Once we build the battery here, the ion battery. Remember, don't build regular batteries or regular power cells. These have to be the ion ones. It's one of the reasons why you have to stop in that facility, that power research facility, and get that blueprint up from the upper levels, upper ledge. Otherwise, you're not leaving. You know, you're going back down is what you're going to be doing. All right, here we go. Get that wonderful noise again. So we'll unpin the fuel reserve, and now we'll pin the cockpit. So this is it. The last component you need to complete things. I'm going to go ahead and save right now while I'm thinking about it. Now, we do need some enamel glass, and I don't think we have any stalker teeth with us. Let's take a quick look-see here and see. I don't recall saving any anyhow, and I don't remember. We definitely didn't have any in the base at all. No, we don't. Okay, we need another ingot. We don't have any titanium left. You know what? We are going to need more food and water, aren't we? Let's go ahead and eat and drink. Yeah, we are out of titanium, and we don't have stalker teeth. So, let's do this. Go ahead and head back to your base. And if you left here as anything like mine, hopefully you still have a scanner room up here, because scanner room is about to be our friend. Especially in the dark. It makes it just a lot easier to find stuff, right? I'm going to go ahead and set it for stalker teeth. Oh, it's not seeing stalker teeth. Let's get in a camera real quick. Get one of the close ones, not one that's 1,300 meters away down in the Lost River. There we go. Okay, this one's down in the cave, but that's fine. We just hop back out here. The jelly shroom cave. And once you drive a camera around a little bit, it'll automatically start adding things to the list. See, it found shale, it found gold. All this stuff is coming around because it's seeing it now. Just give it time. It'll work itself out here in a minute. It'll start showing things. So let's see if that's enough for it to pick up. Don't see the metal salvage, and I don't see the shark teeth. Stalker teeth, shark teeth. I think I'll just have to go for a swim and go look. So let's just do it. I'm going to go ahead and equip our flashlight, because I find that the flashlight light is much better. And let's hunt around for some metal salvage over here. Because you know that those stalkers are playing around with some over here somewhere. They have a stash. And if they have a stash, they probably have teeth laying around over here somewhere as well. Down here on the bottom, sometimes you'll find teeth, you'll find metal floating around, all that good stuff. All right, I have to apologize. We had a little break in here due to some technical errors, and for some reason we stopped recording. You didn't miss anything. The error was just I ran out of disk space on one of these drives, and all we did was we found a piece of metal salvage. That's it. So we're still looking for the stalker teeth, so don't sweat that. Sometimes the noises are really loud. Okay, now we have metal salvage and stalker teeth. So I want the metal salvage for sure. So let's turn that back on. And let's go after that. Right now I'm going to save. I'm also going to check and make sure that we aren't going to have any further issues with disk space. And pardon me for just a moment while I double check that things are indeed working like they should. So far, so good. We'll keep an eye on it. I hadn't realized that when I record these videos, each one of them are pretty massive in size, like 30, 40 gigs a piece. And it doesn't take long after you do a handful of them to suck your resources dry. So been trying to be a little mindful of that. So do I have enough room in my inventory? Yes, I do. Okay. Keep on the lookout. More metal salvage, and then we'll go back and we'll reset the scanner for the stalker teeth. We only need a couple of... we only need one. That's enough. Forget the scanner. We found one right there by the metal salvage, and that is all we needed. So just head on back to your Cyclops. Yay. Alright. Back in business here. Alrighty, just about there. I'm happy about that. Oh, well, I forgot to turn off the scanner. I want to make sure we go back down and do that. That will drive you nuts. Almost there. All right. I'll get a... Actually, I need to make a little bit more titanium. We need a couple pieces of lithium. Don't we have some over here? Yeah, we do. Don't need that beacon anymore. Do need 2 pieces of quartz. Oh, we need to make a chip. That ought to be pretty easy to do. I'll make the glass, the enamel glass, and the plasteel ingot. And you remember for the chip we need copper wire, which I left some upstairs. And you'll notice the music is getting a little more intense. When it starts sensing that you're close to the end, it starts giving you it starts telling you by means of the music. So when we go and build that last segment, I think the music's going to get a little bit more intense. But we do need another one of these. Oh, you know what? I forgot while we were up there. Prawn suit has the gold in it that we need. We need at least a piece of gold for that computer chip. Yeah. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go. Back down to the fabricator. To the fabricator. All right. There we go. Boom. And now we have the last component that we need. And for my own sanity, I'm going to turn off the scanner so I don't see metal salvage things in my HUD constantly. Boom. Okay. And the reason this is all lit up over here and why you see a drone camera over here is that if you remember right before the video glitched for you, this is where I lost it, and you know, somewhere between leaving the Jelly Shroom Cave and going and hunting metal salvage and stalker teeth, we had the computer failure. So, but we're not that far away. I was thinking this is going to be an hour. I don't think it's going to even be that long. You know, I think we're pretty much done here. We're going to build that last component. The rocket's coming along. There we go. Last piece, and so I'm going to go ahead and unpin that component as that blueprint as well. Now this cool thing, when it gets done, you can actually recolor and rename your rocket, just like you do your your Cyclops, your Piranha, your Sea Moth. So that's kind of a cool thing that you can do that. So anyway, yeah, pretty neat stuff.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
Isn't that just nice? It gives you a little crescendo, and like, here you are. Here's your wonderful little rocket. And look here. We can name this. What do you want to name this thing? Let's just call it. Let's just do it in honor of some wonderful people who have been to space before, in honor of Discovery and other things that have gone on. We'll call it Challenger. And for those of you who don't know about the Challenger, go read about it. You know, it's one of those things that happened during my lifetime, and I'll never forget it. Let's see. Let's make this puppy a nice, pretty shade of bluish, like cobalt bluish green, like that. Maybe fade it out just a smidge, a little darker. Bring it down here. There we go. And then we'll make sure the name is in black. All right, let's see how it looks. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? How about that? Let's come around the other side here and look too before we go up into it. Isn't that a beauty? All right. Let's go take the elevator up and see what she looks like. I'm also going to save right here. This will probably be the last save point you'll need. So you can kind of take a look at this beauty over here. There's the aurora off in the distance. Look at that. You can see the southern island fog over here, the northern island fog over here. And here is our wonderful little rocket. So let's go in, shall we? Take a look around. Now, there's 6 areas you need to be concerned with. On the first floor, the first deck, you need to turn on these 3 systems. First one is your APU. So turn that on.
Auxiliary power unit online.
You notice that all these things have different voices. Then is your comm array. Comms.
Communications systems array active.
Now this is funny. There are lockers here all around. You have 3 in the center here. But, I mean, you're leaving. What do you need? Right? You're like, this is the end of the game. I mean, you don't have to put anything in there.
Pressurizing hydraulics.
All right, now we'll take the ladder up. So the ladder up takes you to the upper deck, which is the cockpit, past the little reactor there. And now there are 3 things in here. The first one on the left is your CPU.
Primary computer systems active.
Right. Then your second one is the time capsule. We'll come back to that. And the third one is activate life support. Probably an important thing, right?
Life support systems online.
And then the last thing is a
All
time capsule.
systems are go for liftoff.
So here's how time capsules work. You have an option of saving a photo that you've taken with your PDA. And I don't think we ever took any with ours. No, we did not. But we'll go take one real quick, just so I can show you how to load this thing up. And then you can also load, I believe it's 6 single slot items in here. But there is a list of things that are prohibited. Because when you prepare a time capsule on a normal save, like we've done here on a survival save, and I think on hardcore as well, and you haven't done any cheating or anything throughout the game, you know, like a true run like we've done here, and you launch that time capsule as part of the game, when your game syncs with the cloud, which I'm assuming you're doing anyway if you're playing on Steam or Nintendo or any of those, that gets sent to the development team at Unknown Worlds, the makers of Subnautica. And what they'll do is they will review that time capsule. And if that time capsule is worthy of being distributed, it will go into a queue that will be sent out of the game. If you remember here a while back, we found a time capsule Someone built that time capsule, and I think it's even in our log. Yeah. So someone did this for us. They gave us Bulbo tree and wrote a little thing. We could do the same thing. You can write one for the next person. Let's pop down the ladder here real quick, and we'll take a photo. And I don't think they'll allow any photos in either that are of spoiler-ish nature. So I'm just going to try to take one that's kind of scenery-ish over here. It's kind of hard to do without seeing the rocket and all that in here. Let me just go down, and we'll do that real quick. Or maybe one from underground. Now, things you don't want to put in a time capsule. Don't put... food and water is probably a good idea. But don't put things that everybody and their brother can find. Don't put pieces of titanium in there because those are easy to come across. Maybe some silver or copper might be helpful, but food bricks, water, that's all good stuff as well. But I'm just going to give whoever picks this up, they're going to get 3 bricks and 3 waters. That's what I'm putting here. Because who doesn't need food and water when you're in the game? Everybody does. Right? And then I think while I'm out here, let's just go see if we can find something to snap a photo of real quick. Find a nice shot here. This is kind of cool right here because we have the thing up here in the distance. So you use F11 on your keyboard, and it says screenshot saved to PDA. So now if you open your PDA, there's your screenshot. Okay, so I'm going to head back up. I'm going the other end over here. I don't know why I went off the other end. I think because I wanted to grab the food bricks. Or I'd go on the side where the gantry is. Ride the elevator back up. Okay, so we have a picture. We have some things to put in the time capsule. I'll show you how to put that in the time capsule. It's easy. And hopefully your time capsule will get used and support the next player as they're in their journey. And I know some people that maybe they'll make that a challenge, is trying to find time capsules. They kind of appear in very similar places throughout the game. No guarantees of where they're going to be, but they do spawn in some fairly regular locations. All right, so here we go. Let's do this, and we'll put our hand on here, and it'll open the time capsule up, and we'll get a display screen. Here's where we can load our image that we just took. Beautiful image, right? I'm going to click select down here. Here's where we get to load the 6 items, and I'll put the 3 food bricks and the 3 big waters. Oops, I forgot to finish the message. Let's do that. And let's do something. Here you go, friend. Let's see what we can do here. Here you go, friend. We're at the end of our time here on 4546B. But we knew someone like you could use these provisions. Conquer your fears, like we do here, right? Conquer your fears. You can do this. And I'll put in here, Hatman. All right. So they know who I am, And we're pretty much done. I mean, this is it. We're out of here. There's nothing.
Capsule ready.
She told you it's ready. It's ready to go. And guess what? We're ready too. I'm going to go ahead and save one more time if we decide we want to come back and do something again. Here's the cool thing about saving before you take off on the rocket. Once you launch the rocket, it's cutscene, game over, right? You're done. You've won. Essentially, we've won at this point. Okay, there's really not much else to do other than the cutscene. But here's the thing: is that if you want to go stay in survival mode and go explore things and go places you haven't been, which we're going to do. We're going to do another episode where we kind of go places we haven't been and do things we haven't done. Before you launch the rocket and end the game, this is cool because you can still do the rocket, come back and load this save. We'll be right back here where we're standing, as if we hadn't launched the rocket yet. And unless you're on a hardcore save, I believe, I may be wrong about that. I don't remember if hardcore saves automatically delete after rocket launch or not. But jump back in. Go explore places that you didn't get to see. Read everything. Go try new things. Go where you think there are predators. And I guarantee if you go out west, out by the dunes, there's reapers out there. If you go far enough east, there's tons of them out there too. Take your Cyclops and be prepared. But yeah, and don't forget there's another Degassi habitat over on the south side. If you go pretty much from the South Island and go almost straight down, there's like a little hole in the terrain that you won't be able to get your Cyclops into, but you can get your Seamoth into. And if you have your depth modules up to speed, just drop your Seamoth straight down, and then just kind of turn a little bit, kind of I can't remember the direction, but you'll start seeing it on your radar pop up if it's appeared in your storyline at any point. So that should be a fun thing to explore. Though you'll have two predators down there, two enemies, I should say. You'll have warpers and crab squid, and if you're in your Seamoth, you'll probably be fine unless you have a warper warp you out. If that happens, give them a quick slash or a pop with the repulsor. Hop back in your Seamoth if you're not too far away. Crab squid like lights, so if you're swimming around, don't have the lights on. But anyway, we're going to show you how to get out of here. Here we go. Here's the cutscene at the end. So let's enjoy this. A little commentary here, a little bit. You'll notice that regardless of what time of day you do this, it always is daytime in the cutscene. You see the blue sky.
7.
And there's our little
5. 4.
sky.
2. 1.
There we go. We're blasting out.
Time capsule jettison.
There we go. Jettison our time capsule, so that'll get uploaded to the cloud and off it goes. Now there's a scene in here that's a little reminiscent of the very first time we played
Caution.
Subnautica.
Approaching orbital debris
So.
field.
See what I mean?
Orbital debris field clear.
Glad we had that Cyclops shield,
Performing
right?
gravity turn maneuver.
All right.
Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate.
There you go. Punch it, Ralph.
Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
One more vision there. And there we go. There's the end title, right? That's pretty cool. All right, well. That's pretty cool music too. You got to admit. The soundtrack, by the way, if you haven't done it, go find the soundtrack on YouTube. Drop the beat. Look at that. Okay, look at this. Look at all these artists that were involved in this game. I mean, these are And the voice actors, these are just geniuses. All these folks. I'm not sure what panic button is, but there it is. Well, I had a great time. I love this game. I play it over and over again. I enjoy it. I like challenging myself. There are some great mods out there you can get for it. There's one called the Death Run mod that I've seen people play it. I haven't tried it myself yet. It's a little tougher because it doesn't land you in a life pod floating on the surface. It lands you in a life pod sitting on the bottom of the ocean, turned upside down possibly, and radiation doesn't go away and things like that. I mean, there's some pretty serious stuff. But again, exploration. We'll come back, we'll do one more, and we'll get around, we'll see all the goodies that we didn't get to go see, some of the places just for interest. Maybe we'll do that in creative mode, just to kind of give you a feel for what that is, so we don't end up getting killed. But that's a fun thing to go do, is to set up creative mode and just go explore. You can't die and create, well, you can, but like if you drop a Cyclops on your head, I think you can die. Or if you jump off a mountain or something like that. But there are ways for you to go explore in creative mode that just, because all your resources are at your disposal. They're all there. So, yeah. I think this is by far one of the best story games out there to play. That's an adventure and a little bit of a horror game, but I mean, it's okay, a little bit. Some people get really scared of it, but I'm hoping that this series has conquered your fears and shown you that it's not hard to beat. Yeah, there's bad guys out there, but if you're careful, you play the game and just stay in your lane, you usually don't have too many problems with them. We didn't do exactly a speed run. We did take a few shortcuts, but we did not cheat in any way. We played the game as it was intended to be played. But again, I encourage you to have fun with it. Thanks so much. If you have not yet, please like and subscribe, and share the playlist. I've got this broken up into 7 segments, but it's under one YouTube playlist. You can send it to someone and go, here, enjoy this. And especially if they're really having a hard time with the game. So anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you next time back here with some more family-friendly gaming.